In today's education news, Reform Deputy says pupils wearing ear defenders in class is insane, saying there's an overdiagnosis of neurodiverse conditions. And then the former Ofsted chief says dyslexia just means you're bad at reading. Now, before we properly get into this, let's just remind ourselves Baroness Spielman never worked in a classroom, not one day. Yet she spent years leading Ofsted, the same organisation whose approach under her leadership was found guilty in a coroner's inquest to have contributed to the death of a head teacher. So forgive me if I don't take lectures on what is or isn't a real diagnosis from someone who oversaw a system that harmed children, harmed teachers, and harmed communities. Let's be honest, teachers are not sitting around inventing dyslexia. We're not handing out diagnoses like stickers on sports day. If anything, teachers and schools are spending years trying to fight to get children the support they desperately need. And what we've got at the minute, long waiting lists, parents going private because they can't get assessments, local authorities drowning in demand. That's not overdiagnosis. That's the system buckling under the weight of real needs it cannot meet. And the ear defenders comment, honestly, this one, if a child's overwhelmed by noise and ear defenders can help them settle, brilliant. A regulated child is always going to learn better than an anxious one. It's not insane. It's called understanding how brains work. You'd know if you had one. Every teacher I know will tell you the same thing. If something helps a child stay calm, feel safe, and access learning, we use it. That's our job. And what really annoys me is that when asked what reform will do to tackle this, they say, well, schools know best, teachers know best. Great. Well, if you believe that, then actually listen to teachers who are telling you the issue isn't overdiagnosis. The issue is a system that hasn't been adapted for the needs of today's children. Cuts to early year support, fewer health visitors, families left to cope alone, send departments stretched to breaking point, schools plug in the gaps that they were never designed to fill. We don't have an epidemic of labels. We have an epidemic of unmet needs. So instead of blaming children or parents or teachers, maybe listen to the professionals who work with these students every single day. Because the reality is simple. Kids aren't suddenly more complex. They're the same kids. It's the world around them that's changed. The world around them that is no longer supporting them. And the system just isn't keeping up. A child wearing ear defenders isn't the problem. A child who needs ear defenders and gets nothing, that's the problem. So if you want a fixed SEND, start by restoring early support, funding proper assessments, actually trusting the people in the classrooms, not sort of dismissing them.